Hello, this is Edgar with Joe's Gaming Electronics, and today I'll be tearing down a Bose QC35 2, and all the tools that you'll see here we have on our website. So if you need to tear one down, we got you. First, we got the soldering iron that will be running at 500 Celsius. We got our flux to make the soldering easier and so the points don't get messed up. Pry tool, 2.0 Phillips, tweezers, and these two T5s for the hinges. Tweezers you don't really need, but I use them because I got thick fingers, so sometimes undoing the wires and grabbing them is a little harder, so I just use this to grab it. Makes it just a lot easier to solder and unsolder. And first we want to start off with taking the ear pads off. They just pop off like that. They're just sitting underneath clips. Next we want to take this mesh off, just sitting on 2 pieces of tape. You can clean the mesh off for this excess tape. If you want to put new ear pads on later, you can. It's as easy as that. Second off, we start unscrewing. I usually go one side down to the hinge and then the other side down to the hinge. So we'll start off with the right side. There's 1, 2, 3 screws, and I think all the screws on this pair of headphones are the Phillips 2.0. There's no different sizes other than the hinge, which is going to be the T5. Once you do that, you move everything to the side, just sit it right there. Flip it to the other side, and then we'll use our pry tool, lift it up, boom. That's now off. You'll have these little rubber pieces, take those off as well. The button right here, find that later, pops right off. Next, you want to use your pry tool and take off this ribbon. Sitting on tape that. Next, on the charger port, just with sitting on 2 screws, and it's a full tear down to the last screw, so you'll be seeing a lot here. Next, you want to grab your tweezers. See, my fingers won't get in there, but you just lift this up. This is your charger port. Then make sure you take off this little strip of tape, as you can see right there. Take that off, then it'll make it easier to unplug your charger port. Next, you want to grab your pry tool, button board right here. Grab it, just put it in there, pops out. It's sitting on glue, so it sounds like it's breaking, but it really is not. Just sitting on some nice glue in there. Pop that off. That off. Then here's your button board. Pop that off. Perfect, we're done with that. Next, unscrew that. Perfect. Then you will finally have some soldering to do, which is these 4 wires, speaker wire and ANC wire, I believe. For that, we will want to use this flux. We have this on our website as well. This just makes soldering a lot easier and it makes it cleaner, so you don't ruin any solder points. Just add a little dap there, add a little too much, but more doesn't hurt it. So then this is where the tweezers come in. Here's the soldering iron we have as well, adjustable right here, nice. And just place it on the points, pop it off. Done. Set aside. Now we want to pop the board off. This is the main power board, so this is where this comes in handy as well. It's sitting on a clip right down here. Then you pop the side up, you'll feel it go up, and there's a little clip right there. You want to make sure that is lifted. Then do that, lift that side, and then it should come off just like that. And then it's sitting on that board right there. Next is the fun part. You will need some heat, so use a heat gun, and this part you gotta be a little bit more careful on. I have my heat gun set to 180 Celsius and 120 air. We'll actually change that. We'll switch down to 100 airflow and 150 Celsius, because right here we gotta be very careful. You don't want to melt your speaker. Then you just place your air like that. That's around this little plastic. Get a little glue in there, heat it nice and up. You want to grab your pry tool, get in there. Sometimes you might have to heat a little longer, which it looks like I did not heat long enough. It's not going in. Get this thing running back up. Be very careful not to get your speaker warmed up. To heat up is the front, then you can just pull off from the back, no problem. Once you get a little bit in there, you should be able just to lift it, and that's how you pop that up. Now we have about 10 solder points here. You want to grab your flux, just place it all around there. You heat it up pretty well, so it might just melt right away, but that's still good. Grab your tweezers, soldering iron. First, you want to lift this wire up, and one at a time. You don't want to take off multiple with one go. That's a good way to mess up your soldering points on the board itself. And since it's very hot, be very careful. You could nick the side of your headphones right here and burn through the plastic, and then placing anything back on it will be difficult because it won't fit in place, and any areas that are not fully enclosed like it's supposed to be could cause sound issues. Like your ANC will not work as good as it used to, or you'll hear one side's louder than the other because there's air going through that should not be going through. Next, grab your prying tool. We'll pop this side open. You just want to get underneath here. Make sure it's the hinge sitting like this. If it's like this, it's not going to come out as easy. And you just get in there, pop that out. This side will be a little harder. Let's try to get this perfectly on for you guys. Pop that out and then pull through. Boom. I keep this part usually together because this board has never really gone out for us. Never seen it go out unless it's water damage, and replacing the speaker on these is very difficult. You gotta heat this up. The process takes about 20-30 minutes. Pull it off, take all the glue out, put a new speaker in. So usually we replace the whole cup with the speaker, and this is how we sell this part as well. It's a lot easier. We do sell speakers if you are tenacious enough to try and do that repair. I've done it multiple times, and that is my least favorite repair. Now, want to unscrew the hinge arms.
Hey, this is Joe from the Sauna. If this video brought you value, please support us by buying parts, tools, refurbished electronics, or sending your device in for repair so we can keep offering you free repair tutorials. Back to the video.
Just like that, pops right out, just on 2 screws. Now, I go to the other side before I get to the rest of it. It's just a lot easier than having this heavy thing on there. Just 2 screws on the left side, and usually when I take the screws out, I put them by size. See, I know all the size, like all the speaker screws that hold down the speakers are the longest screws, then the screws that hold down the boards are the shortest screws, and then we got the hinge swivel screws. So we only have 3 sizes, so not too much to have to worry about. This just comes right off that. Now we got the AUX over here. Get that tape off right away because it's going to cause issues and you can tear something if you don't. Then you got 5 screws on this side. This is for the AUX port. But I will leave 1 screw in on this Bluetooth board. The screw usually right here to hold it down because when I'm unsoldering, I don't want it to move. It makes it a lot easier. Now I want to lift this up like this, out of here, pull that ribbon out, and this will be coming next. Now I'm going to use the heat gun again, grab a hold of this, pull on it while heating this up. And once it reaches a boiling point, it will come off, but don't put too much pressure, kind of let it come off on its own. And if it's taking a lot longer than usual, you could use your tweezers and pull off this excess glue, but most of the times it comes off without needing to take this glue off. And honestly did forget, add a little flux like that, just melt on there. Flux just makes it hold better and not destroy the solder points. All right, looks like we will have to go up in heat. I will set it to 190 degrees now because it is not coming up. Well, that is not how you do that. So I would suggest right there, my mistake, not setting the heat to any higher, or not setting the heat higher. I would suggest 300 to 400 Celsius because I think I wasn't heating it enough, and as you can see, the solder points stayed on here and detached from here. That means this board will now be useless. The export will still be good, so at least we scavenged that. We can pull off that, pull that out of here. Now we want to unsolder all the wires. First, we'll go with the battery. Speaker, want to move these out the way so we don't burn them. ANC, and now main wire. We want to start from the front, go back. To make it better, you could add more solder flux. I'm just trying to get through this, and I've done this many times, so I don't need solder flux. Plus the board's bad already, so. Now we can unscrew that final screw now that we've unsoldered everything, and pop off this board. Same as the other side, keep this flat and straight. Pop that out of place, pop this out of place. Pull your main wire through, that aside. Unscrew this top. Donezo. Now let's get your battery out. Same process as the other side, heat her up. Be very careful. I have stabbed myself plenty of times. I got a big mark right there. If it's not coming off easily, you can heat it up a little bit more. Now we got our battery. Here's where you really want to be careful. You do not want to puncture your battery with metal, but usually when you heat this part up, the glue comes off easily. There's your battery. This is the mute pause play button. Same as the other one, just want to sneak in there, pull it out, boom, crawl in there, pop that out. there she goes. That, Merry Christmas to me. Now we can put that aside. That's left side, right? Yep, now to main assembly. This is the fun part. This could either be the hardest or the easiest part of tearing these down. I guess how these screws were put in. If you buy a refurbished pair, some people use Loctite, and then it's just, don't even want to speak about it, but most cases it should be as easy as twisting opposite ways, just like that. One side comes out, use your Phillips, put some pressure, pop the other side right out. Now pull this off, make sure you save all these washers. Pull that right through. There's your hinge swivel. Now got 4 more screws to go on this side. Set an angle, my bad. Then this comes up, and you're gonna want to play with this a little bit, pull on it, and it should pop out of there. And this one pops off as well, and this comes out. Now we got this last one. That off. Now same as the other side, want it facing you like this, because this is the side that unscrews. I forgot to mention on the first one. You do it another way, that's the side that unscrews, but I've done it so long this way, so I always know the right side is what's supposed to be unscrewing. Boom, next hinge swivel. And I just put my Phillips into there to push that other piece out. Same thing, save the washers, because without these washers, it will not swivel correctly and not hold in place. Pop that off. Sorry, my hand is getting in the way of showing you what I'm unscrewing, but just those two and that one and that one is what I unscrewed. The same as this side, pop that up, play with it a little bit like it's a Friday night. Boom. Done. Pop that out as well. Get a little metal clip out. Ta-da! So the leather, I do not want to pull off right now, but you see this little plastic in here. Let's get an angle there. Let's get an angle. A little plastic piece. You want to pull on that mainly. So right tool comes in, pop it up like that, over. Doing that wrong. So a little plastic in there. A little plastic. You want to lift that. Grab the whole piece, lift it down, and then push through, and then you'll just make sure it's not clipping any side like this. Pull it through, and then now you can just slowly pull your leather all the way off. I just don't want to ruin this headband cushion because this is a good one. Usually when you pull it off is because your old one's bad, and when you pull it off, it's gonna tear at some spots. So yeah, but when you put a new one on, which we have linked in the description, you don't tear it. Now, editing skills, boom, boom. Don't forget, we have all these tools on our website, or it'll be in the description. We got this nice soldering iron, really cheap compared to buying the actual like big boxed ones, and it just plugs in like this. You control the heat and everything right here, up and down. Really nice to use, and that is paired with this flux just to make sure your solder points are clean. This flux helps all the solder stay in one little ball on the area. If you don't use it, you're going to take off a lot of flux and keep it on your soldering iron on the tip, and then it's just a mess. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you guys love what we do, please support us. You guys can click on the links that we have on the end screen. You guys can buy our parts, sales, or service so we can continue to make great videos for you guys for many more years. Thank you.